Welcome to another City Council update. I'm Dorothy White. Today we're in District 4 with Deputy Mayor Pro Tem and City Council Member BJ Williams. BJ, thank you so much for being with us. I know you've had a lot going on, things that you're very excited about. So given some of the daunting challenges we faced in the past 2 years, what accomplishment or project are you the most proud of for District 4?
Thank you so much, Dorothy, and good morning to everybody in District 4 and citywide. It's a pleasure to be here this morning, and I just want to talk about what really a jewel, despite the challenges and obstacles that we have faced over the last 2 years. I want to talk about a real win for our district and for our city. That being Audubon Recreation Center. Audubon is back, and it's better than ever. The City Council celebrated the completion of renovations at the Audubon Recreation Center, located 342 West Oaks, reopening on October the 5th. Through voter-approved bond programs, that project, which was a $6.1 million project for the expansion and renovation of the facility. The project added more than 5,000 square feet to the sides, to the space there. There were a number of interior improvements, the layout, and renovations. You know, Audubon Park is the first of our recreation centers that was included in the 2019 bond package to actually have the ribbon cutting. So we are excited to be first. Audubon is kind of one of our senior citizens among rec centers. Audubon was built in 1980 and last remodeled in 2003. This project was included in the 2004 bond proposal, but sausage grinding takes time. And finally, in 2019, we received the funds to do this. So right now, it's about 14,000 square feet of awesome renovated space. So Audubon Recreation Center is the jewel.
So why is this renovation and reopening so important to the residents of District 4?
Dorothy, I'm glad you asked that question. One, it gives the neighborhood access to safe, clean, user-friendly facility nearby. It saves them on travel expense, so they don't have to drive way across town or to some private facility for workout. The membership for the physical fitness portion of the recreation program is very nominal. And one of the things, too, that we're also working on, we're not there yet, but our staff is working on how we can make this even more affordable for our senior citizens in District 4. So stay tuned for those announcements. And thirdly, the renovations at Audubon Park provides for all kinds of classes and opportunities for folk. And if you want to know more about this, go to our city website and click on Play Guide, and it'll tell you everything from I didn't know, you learn how to play dominoes, learn to play basketball, yoga, all of those things. And for most of us in District 4, Audubon Rec Center is within walking distance along the trails. So it's a huge benefit to this neighborhood.
That's wonderful. So give us a brief snapshot of some of the amenities that we can enjoy at Audubon Rec Center.
Well, number one, it's a fitness room. I mean, it's a state-of-the-art facility with state-of-the-art equipment, and you can even see the outdoors. Those of us who remember Audubon, we had the walls, all of those bricks and mortar are gone. You can look out at the trails while you're doing your physical fitness routine. We also have there, we've got Blue Interactive projection gaming system for not only for the kiddos, but for us old kiddos, our older kiddos.
Kids of any age.
It's any kids of any age can come with that new interactive system and enjoy the games. And also, you know, thank God we seem to be rounding the curve with COVID, and people are getting out more, and you're going to be planning family reunions and baby showers and birthday parties. Well, the new recreation center has an outdoor pavilion, a covered pavilion where families can lease that space at a nominal cost, for your baby showers. And even if you want to bring somebody to the altar, if you want to do a wedding, you can do a wedding there. So those are some of the amenities that we've have now at Audubon Rec Center.
That's wonderful. So how can families and community groups, neighborhood groups, how do they utilize the rec center? How do they get that access?
Dorothy, all they have to do is just show up. Just show up. We've got a newly renovated gymnasium for those who think, young and old, who think they can still hoop. A gym there. We've got meeting rooms there that is available. Those rooms are available for our community organizations, for activities, and the space and our staff there just welcome any and everybody to Audubon. So I say all the time, it's to our constituents and our residents, it's your house, so please use it. All they've got to do is show up, go to our website, and you can do a virtual tour, but you really don't get the impact of what has been done there unless you walk in the place. And our staff there is phenomenal, and they welcome you there. So that's how it's the best example of stewardship of taxpayers' dollars that I've experienced during my years here in Garland.
Well, and I would encourage folks, if you do want to use the meeting space or reserve some space for a special event, reach out to the staff. There's information on the website, or when you go visit, make those connections so that you can make those reservations. Because it's going to be a very popular place with all these new amenities. So you may want to do that. So what's next? Are there other improvements on the horizon? I mean, this is a wonderful complex. There's all kinds of resources out at Audubon. What's next?
Well, Dorothy, we're not done yet. Everybody knows about surf and swim. However, there's going to be some facelifting for surf and swim. Also, the trails. A lot of folks, that's how they get their exercise, walking the trails connection to Audubon. We're doing some improvements on the trail system. I've received concerns about the parking lot. We've got probably 70% of the parking lot redone pavement, but there's an additional about 30 to 35%. And one of the reasons that section has been delayed, Dorothy, with all of the heavy vehicles coming into the park during the renovation process, we didn't want to completely redo all of the surface street and then have, and risk having them towed up with heavy vehicles. So we're waiting until all of these improvements are done, and then we're going to resurface the parking lot. We're going to expand on the trails. There are some improvements needed. There's some areas when we get heavy rains, there are obstructions. So our parks and recs department have been very closely doing surveys and analysis on that whole system. So we're just looking forward to all of those improvements. Our soccer fields, our softball facilities, all of those things are going to be, even Dorothy, down to our waste, our trash cans at Audubon. And people will drive by. You're going to notice that upgrade and our maintenance. So look forward to those improvements at Audubon, and it's really a crown jewel. Then there's a variety of activities. So hopefully by this time next year, we'll have all of the rest of those improvements. There are some circumstances that we can control as a city, like supplies, equipment, those kind of things.
And weather.
And of course the weather.
That's right.
And God forbid, I think we've had our share in the last few years of weather challenges.
We hope we're done.
Hopefully we're done. with those wellness challenges. But these are some of the remaining changes and improvements that we expect, and we're excited about having at Audubon. And in closing, Audubon has something for every age group, and we just encourage our community to come out. And if there's something from a programming standpoint that you'd like to have as a community that we don't currently have at Audubon, if it's feasible, our staff will take a look at it, and I'm sure they'll be receptive to adding it if it's feasible, if it's affordable for us and it's safe for us. So if you've got some suggestions, once you go over there to our staff, they're very open, they're very friendly, very customer oriented. Just share your thoughts with our staff over there, and let's keep shining this crystal in South Garland, Audubon Recreation Center.
Sounds fabulous. Before we close, is there anything else you want to share with your folks?
Well, no, I just want to say that we're doing a number of upgrades. If you've noticed in District 4, and I know you've noticed because I've gotten some of your calls and your emails, our streets projects, our streets department is blowing and going, with the little red cones and all that. And we have to tear up to fix up. But we're really blowing and going to improve our infrastructure of there. And also, our staff is looking at bridging the digital divide. Stay tuned for some announcements to come in that area, because our staff is working diligently, looking at that, and our council has been looking at possible resources for that. So stay tuned for improvements and for announcements about initiatives that we're going to do there, and also our neighborhood vitality department. We've got a number of murals in our district. They were just out several days ago, and so you'll see them about around town with improving murals. And a particular challenge to our teenagers and young folk who feel that you're creative and you can do magic with paintbrushes, contact our neighborhood vitality office, because they'll need volunteers and they'll need your energy and your imagination and your creativity. And I'm sure that you can participate with our neighborhood vitality department and brightening up a number of the murals that we plan to do here on the South Side.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And speaking of contacting these departments and keeping up with these types of things, if you visit garlandtx.gov with any regularity, you're going to find updates about these things and various resources. But you can also subscribe. If you go to the city's website, garlandtx.gov, and click on the Notify Me button, you'll find a lot of different things you can subscribe to continually get those updates and get that information proactively as we send it out. So, and I also encourage people to get involved in our boards and commissions. As we get into the spring, we're going to be pushing out the applications quite a bit. And we have all kinds of boards and commissions based on your areas of interest. Maybe if you have some expertise, we have a parks board, we have senior citizens advisory, we have a youth board, library board, all kinds of different types of boards that would give you an opportunity as a citizen to get involved and have some input, some more direct input. We're always listening to citizens, but we also need citizen volunteers to be more involved in the process and learn more about those back ends of the processes. So watch for that information as well.
Okay. And thank you so much again, Dorothy, to you and your team for always doing an awesome job. And last but not least, thanks to the residents of Council District 4 for giving me the honor to serve as your representative. Again, I don't take your vote. I don't take your support. I don't take your critiques for granted. I welcome those. That's the only way we can improve our city. So I thank you for the opportunity to serve. And I thank you for this opportunity to visit you in your living rooms, in your backyards, wherever you are when you see this broadcast. We're here to serve you. Contact us if we can be of assistance.
Right. Thank you so much, BJ. We appreciate your time. Viewers, we appreciate your time as well. I hope you'll join us for another City Council update.
Thank you.